Hi, I'm Dyerace. I'm a realtor with Lowcountry Real Estate. I'm making this video today to give you an overview of our beautiful Beaufort County. I'm really passionate about this area. It's where I live and work, and I hope I show you enough that makes you interested in coming to visit or even maybe to stay. I cannot possibly explain everything about the county, the market, the residential real estate market, the places to see and visit in this short video. So if you have any questions or if you want to find out more information, I have my details below. Please contact me. So to begin, because I love maps and that's how I use to orient a new place, I always use maps. I'm going to use Google Earth to show you and give you an overview of Beaufort County. Beaufort County is located on the coast. It's between Charleston, which is to the north, and Savannah to the south. We do call our county and our city Beaufort. I know that there is a Beaufort, North Carolina, but South Carolinians, we call it Beaufort. We are one of South's fastest growing counties for a lot of reasons, but I think mainly because of our beautiful low country culture. We have gorgeous nature and weather and architecture and food and a reasonable cost of living that all roll up into this really amazing place to live. If you're interested in why we call this low country, it's because we are sea level or sometimes even below, depending on the tides. We can have more water and marsh in Beaufort County than we can have land, depending on the season and the tides. And so a lot of what our lifestyle is about is surrounded around water. Therefore, our lifestyle is about the water. There's three main sections of Beaufort County. There's Hilton Head and Bluffton to the south. And then there's a strip of land on around Highway 170 that connects that southern portion of the Beaufort County to our northern portion, which is Beaufort and the chain of islands right off of Beaufort. So those are the main areas that I'll spend some time showing you around and discussing. First island, which is the southernmost inhabited sea island I'm going to talk about, is Daufuskie Island. It's 5 miles by 2.5 miles wide. It's surrounded by the Calabogie Sound. The interesting thing is it's not accessible by any land bridges. So the only way that you can get on the island is by ferry from Hilton Head or private boat transportation. The island split into 5 parts, which includes a private member-owned residential club, and there's probably about a total of 400 inhabitants on the island. But there also is historically a large Gula community on Daufuskie Island, so there's a lot of interesting historical sites to see. If you take the ferry from Daufuskie, it'll take you to Hilton Head Island, which is probably our best known area of Beaufort County because of the tourism. Hilton Head's known for its beach and golf course destination. The island is made up of a series of neighborhoods that are gated mostly, and they're called plantations. Probably the most famous plantation on Hilton Head Island is Sea Pines. If you've ever watched a PGA golf tournament from Hilton Head Island, you probably recognize the lighthouse and the golf course, and the area which is called Harbor Town. This was the first resort on Hilton Head Island, and it was developed around in the 50s. Since then, other plantations have been built out from there, and about 70% of the island now is located inside these gated communities. There's about 40,000 residents on Hilton Head, but that can really swell in the summertime with all of the people visiting for either seasonally or for week vacations. Lots of things to enjoy in Hilton Head, the beaches, the golf courses, great biking trails and nature trails, and then of course all the different types of water sports. At the top of Hilton Head, there's a bridge, the Wilton Graves Bridge, that'll take you over to Bluffton, which is primarily located on US Route 278. It's between Hilton Head and Interstate 95. Originally, Hilton Head was 1 square mile, and that area now is known as Old Town, and it's situated on the May River. And Old Town Bluffton has great shops. It also has a really thriving art scene around there, so it's a fun place to visit. But since then, the town has continued to expand in size and it's probably doubled in the last 10 years. So there's lots of major neighborhoods that are kind of resort style residential communities that have golf courses and all the amenities that you could think of. There's Hampton Hall, Rose Hill, Moss Creek, Carlton River. Probably one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Beaufort County, Palmetto Bluff, is located in Bluffton. There's also lots of shopping up and down Route 278, and including two Tanger outlets. So if you continue up 278, you will hit Route 170. And Route 170 is that kind of stretch of land that connects Bluffton to Beaufort, the city of Beaufort. And in there is an area called Okatee. It's an unincorporated suburban community, and it's taken its name from the river, which with the same name. There are a few neighborhoods, and this area is growing fast because this is one of the main areas in Beaufort County where they still can expand and there's still areas for development. So some of the neighborhoods you might have heard of is Sun City, there's Riverbend. Actually, there's a really interesting development called Oldfield, which has all of the things that you would think of as far as golf courses and pools and boating docks, but it also has a place where you can board your horse and has trails for horse riding. If you continue down 170 towards Beaufort, you will cross over the Broad River Bridge, and then you'll be in the area of Beaufort. It has some unincorporated areas like Burton and Seabrook, and then the city itself of Beaufort. The city actually is on an island, which is the Port Royal Island. It's the second oldest city in Beaufort County. It was chartered in 1711. The only other city that is older in South Carolina is Charleston. And you might have heard of Beaufort. It's been featured in a lot of lists lately, like best small towns of America, best places to retire, best small towns in the South. It's really known for its historic antebellum architecture. And the story goes that during the Civil War, before the Union forces got to Beaufort, the inhabitants left. So when the Union forces marched in, they didn't need to burn or to destroy the houses. They actually just moved right in and made them officers' quarters and military hospitals and military offices. So that meant that our town was really preserved, so that we have a lot of beautiful homes still in our downtown historic area. We also have a really neat area along the river on Bay Street that has lots of shops and restaurants and has a historic waterfront park where you can sit, look out at the river from all the porch swings, or listen to concerts in the open air concert area. There's, always see kids playing in the big park or in the playground. So it's a nice place to spend the day because you have a lot of outdoor activities that you can do, as well as little shopping and enjoying some of the food in Beaufort. The other thing that we're known for in Beaufort is our Marine Corps heritage. We have a air station in Beaufort that flies jets all day long. We call it the Sound of Freedom. We're very proud of it when we hear it. It's amazing. You can have an air show every day as the jets are coming in and out of the air station. And we also have Parris Island, which is the Marine Corps recruit depot, which young Marines come to learn how to be Marines. So we have two pretty substantial air stations, or sorry, military stations in Beaufort. I wanted to talk quickly about Port Royal because that's an area, it's a town within Beaufort County. Sometimes people assume it is part of Beaufort, but it's actually its own incorporated town that is growing very fast. And a lot of people are buying houses in Port Royal and fixing them up. It's an area that's being developed and really has a life of its own right now. So far, we have stayed on the north side of the Beaufort River. We're going to be taking the Woods Memorial Bridge now over and crossing onto the first island that we have in these chain of islands off of Beaufort, and that's Ladies Island. Ladies Island is growing rapidly with lots of development neighborhoods and shops, grocery stores. It's nice because it's very close to downtown Beaufort, but it also still has a lot of areas where you can enjoy the preserved nature of the Lowcountry. If you continue down Highway 21, from Ladies Island, you get to the next island, which is St. Helena. Historically, this was mostly agricultural, lots of farms, but it's starting to develop more. There are some established communities there like Data Island, Distant Island, Harbor Island, where there's the kind of the resort style communities that you can enjoy. If you continue down that Highway 21, I did want to talk about one place that has nothing to do with neighborhoods or residential real estate, but it's one of my favorite places in Beaufort County. This is Hunting Island State Park. It is this beautiful, unblemished area where you can have a forest that goes right on to pristine beach, and you can buy an annual pass and come and go as many times as you like. And I've never seen it crowded. It always has an abundance of area and space for you to enjoy the beach. The last place I want to talk about is if you go a little further down from Hunting Island State Park is Fripp Island. And Fripp Island is 6.5 square mile barrier island. It is a residential vacation resort, but several hundred people make it their permanent home. It is a gated community that has golf courses and pools, its own private beach, some restaurants. So it's something where people will have a vacation home or they can make it their permanent home, but it has that resort style community that a lot of people are looking for. So that's the end of my overview of Beaufort County. I hope it was helpful. I couldn't possibly cover everything about the county in this quick overview. So if you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you have any questions, please call me, email me directly. I will be making more in-depth videos of different areas and neighborhoods in the county. So if you're interested, you can hit the subscribe button so that you can be made aware when I load more videos. Well, it's a beautiful day today. It is absolutely gorgeous out, so I'm going to go and enjoy it, and I hope it's beautiful where you are. Thanks for the time.